Hi guys, Ken Chigbo, aka KenFX Freak, and I'm back with another week roundup and look ahead to the key events. Now, what's been going on in the markets? Well, it's very much still been about continued caution. You know, things have been quite choppy. You know, 1 minute we are risk off, as in flows into the safe haven currencies in the likes of dollar and the likes of yen, Swiss franc, and then another minute we're bouncing back and we're seeing a pullback and some flows back into riskier assets. You know, stocks, the riskier currencies, AUD, NZD, CAD, so on and so forth. But then really you can see that markets are heavily been leaning towards wanting to trade on the safe haven basis in terms of not backing the riskier currencies, not backing the riskier assets. But as I say, it has been a little bit choppy because we've had mixed news around this new COVID variant, but it doesn't seem to be that, that we are leaning more so much towards the cautious side right now. So let's just quickly speak about some of the things that we've seen in the market. We are continuing to observe a push to the upside for the dollar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 consecutive weeks, albeit the last couple of weeks have slowed down a little bit. We had actually some hawkish commentary out of Jerome Powell. You know, last week just suggested that inflation had increased and that retiring this term of transitory, that is just higher due to temporary factors and just higher temporarily. That's essentially he's going to be potentially stop using that word, that transitory word, and also warming up to the fact of withdrawing stimulus quicker, interestingly. So that's still in favor very much of the dollar bulls. And if you look here, on a daily, obviously we have been consolidating, as I say, last sort of week or two, couple of weeks. And we're just forming a bit of a flag structure, which I expect that to extend and break out to the upside. So what we should see is the dollar peers being dragged lower versus the greenback, so that some flows continued into dollar, being backed by the Hawkish FOMC, being backed as a safe haven on the COVID variant news. You can just see, just for example, GBP, one of our trades that we've been, one of the pairs that we've been capitalizing on. Look, nice flag, breakout to the downside, nice pennant, breakout retest, and then extension to the downside. And obviously GBP is a riskier currency, and keep that in mind. So we've enjoying this within our private community. Do not hesitate actually to check the link in my bio on my Instagram at Real Ken Chigbo. I've only got one account. Check that on my Instagram, click the link there to get involved in my fundamental and technical analysis and educations very thoroughly there. What else? Same look, remember AUD is a safe, a riskier currency. Look at the beating here again. We've been capitalizing on this nice flag break up to the downside. If we just look at some of the higher time frames on these, okay, you know, you can see, let me just put this up. I want to show you something on the weekly actually. Look, left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Can you see this head and shoulder structure we've broken out of? And now really, if you measure the head down to the neckline, right, we're looking at about 900 pips. So we should, in theory, technically see that equivalent move break into the downside. NZD as well, we've been capitalizing on this, some of the downside pressure here. NZD is a commodity linked currency, a safe, a riskier currency. Again, extensions to the downside, looking for some further pushes south. Yen as well, look at yen, GJ. You know, I like my pennants when we've been consolidating and resuming moves to the downside on a higher time frame anyway. We should expect to still see those flows into JPY really across the board. There are a number of pairs that I'm looking at. Obviously, there's only so much that I can give you just because, you know, so on and so forth. But I want to see resumed flows into those safe haven, albeit market pressure is going to be a little bit the flow of the market may still be a little bit choppy because we're trying to suss out this new variant, but nevertheless I still think safe haven flows should dominate the market this week. Other than that, please do not hesitate to check out BluFX, an amazing funding solution. Will help you becoming an all-rounded trader, and do not hesitate, click the link in my bio as well. Other than that, have an amazing one. Let's get it.